All right, so we've fully done all the prereqs. We've done the initial setup, and we've added some images in. So the next thing that we're going to do is add some networks. So let's go over to the network section here. Let's add a new network, and this will be our external network. So this is how we get out to the internet, right? So this might be plugged directly into our external router to go straight out to the internet, or this might go through our corporate network. But either way, this is our direction out of our OpenStack cloud and to facing the internet. So we'll call this our external network, and we'll choose external network up here, and we'll actually share this with everyone so that every tenant, right? OpenStack does multi-tenancy, so that every tenant has the option to plug into this external network. So now we're going to name the subnet. So we're going to call this external subnet. And I like adding in my CIDR for this. So 172.23.202.0/24. So that way you know exactly what network it is. So then we need to specify the CIDR here as well as the upstream router. Okay. Then we need to create an allocation pool for this. So I'll use the entire pool. And then what default DNS servers do you want somebody to use if they're connected to this? Okay. And then you could specify subnet routes as well if you want to specify actual destination hops for that. This is like static routes. So let's go ahead and create this. Okay, so I made a mistake here, and creating that gateway says, hey, look, those conflict. You can't do that. So let me fix that. Let's come in here. Let's go ahead and create that subnet again. And we're going to call this the external subnet. 202.254. Let's try that again. 253 this time. And again, if you wanted to create static routes, you can, but you don't have to. Great. So now I have an external network. Now let me create an internal network, one that's internal to my cloud that virtual machines can actually be placed on, because external networks, you should only really connect routers to those. So let's do, so we're in the tenant service right now. This is our admin tenant. So let me call this service network. And this is not shared. So we'll call this service subnet. And I'll make this a 10 dot address. We'll do a /24 again. And we'll do a .1 for this one here. So .2 through 254. And again, 8.8.8.8 and 8.8.4.4. Now maybe here you might want to specify different DNS servers. Maybe you want your tenant to have its own DNS, so you can set that up. It's your choice, but I'll use public again. And let's create that. Great. So now we have an external network that's plugged into the upstream router. Then we have the service network that isn't plugged into anything. So let's go ahead and attach those two together with a router. So we'll create a new router. We'll call this external router, and we'll connect it to the external network. Then let's click on that, and let's create a new interface and attach that to our internal network as well. Now we could specify an IP address here, but if we don't, since this is the first router attached, it will automatically assume that it will be the gateway. Let's go ahead and add that interface, and there you go. It connected that interface, we're up and running, and we're in good shape. So that's all well and good. We now have a network. We have images. So at this point, we could start creating virtual machines. So that's what we'll do next.